some critical thinking questions in the first lab in ANP2, which is blood lab. So I'm going to show you the questions one by one, and I want you to look at these questions carefully, pause so that you can think of the right answer, and then I'll come back and give you the correct answer and explain why. So this is the first question. This is the second one, where you have a blood chart and you have to know, first identify what the group is and who this person can donate to. And then this one asks you, based on the person's blood group, what antigens are present on the red blood cells. So let's go to the first question, which is this. So it tells you that Tracy has a parasitic infestation, and it then asks you which of the cells below would you expect to find increased in her blood. In other words, you have to know the functions of the various blood cells after being able to identify them. So if you look at all of them, A is a neutrophil, you can see the lobed nucleus. B is a monocyte. C is a basophil. D is a lymphocyte. E is an eosinophil. F is a red blood cell. And G are platelets. Now, parasitic infestations cause an increase in the number of eosinophils, and the way you recognize eosinophils are by these very predominant granules. They are always very well seen. They may be red, bright red, a dark pink, or even light pink. The nucleus may be bilobed, or it may be more than 2 lobes. Basophils, on the other hand, have blue or purplish well-stained granules. And neutrophils, the predominant feature is that the lobes are a lot more, but you can see that it has granules, but you cannot make out the color of the granules. So to answer this question, parasitic infestations are seen in eosinophils. So your correct answer would be E. So a question could be worded this way, or a question could ask you to identify, and then the question might ask, when would you find an increase in the number of cells? So you would say parasitic infestation or allergies too. So that's how you're going to answer these kind of questions. Let's look at the next slide, which is, who can this patient donate to? The first thing that you have to identify is what is the person's blood group. So in this case, you notice there is no reaction with anti-A serum. So that means they do not have the antigen A. So there is no antigen A. It does not react with anti-B serum. So they don't have antigen B. But it does react with the anti-RH serum. So they do have antigen D. So when they do not have A and B, that means this person's blood group is O. And because it does have the antigen D, that means this person's blood group is O positive. Now, let's see who this person can donate to. So, in order to look at that, I'm going to look at this chart up here and up here. So, let's look at this. So, here I have written for you donors. Whenever there is donation involved, the donor's cells become important and the recipient's plasma is important. So, in this case, this person is O positive. So remember, O means they have no antigens, but positive means this person has antigen D, right? So O can donate to any blood group. So they can donate to A, B, AB, and O, if we just consider this, because they have no antigen. So in the plasma, irrespective of what antibodies are present, it doesn't matter because they don't have any antigen to interact with. However, because this is positive, in the first instance, if you give this positive blood to anybody who is negative, that means they do not have antibodies in their plasma, the first time there will be no reaction. But because a positive cell enters the plasma, it will begin to cause a reaction, and next time around the antibodies will be present, so it will interact with them. So we never give any positive blood to a negative person. This is never done. So you never do this. So therefore, O positive can donate to A positive, B positive, AB positive, and O positive. So in other words, your choice would be they can donate to A, B, and O groups which are positive. So this is the right answer. Do not write answers such as all blood groups, because I don't know if you know what all the blood groups are. So always specifically mention A, B, and O, and then you can add positive or negative. Now, yes, they can donate to A positive, but you see this is a better answer because here they can donate to all of this. Positive is never given to a negative person, so they can't donate to B negative, they can't donate to AB negative, they can't donate to all blood groups, because when you say all blood groups you mean both positive and negative. So therefore this is the best choice. Let's now look at the last question. So it says, in the chart below, what antigens are present on the red blood cells? So let us identify this person's blood group. So we can see that with anti-A serum there is agglutination. That means the antigen A is present on this red blood cell. That's why there is agglutination. With anti-B serum there is agglutination. So that means B is present. The antigen B is present. That's why there's agglutination. But with the anti-RH serum there is no reaction. So the D antigen is not present. So there's no D antigen. So this person has both antigens A and B. So this would be your choice. They have antigens A and B on the red blood cells. And if you were asked to identify this person's blood group, you would say this person would be AB negative. This is how you would write this. So this person would be AB negative. So this is the way you're going to think whenever you get charts like this or you get questions on cells or anything. Make sure you look for the best possible answer and then choose that.